historians say a new race of people were born when the Europeans and the Africans produced an offspring. That offspring, of course, was then colonialized and bounded in a community. And so those of us who were darker could not enter sometimes.
There was a certain strain amongst folks who did look like me as saying, well, those light-skinned Negroes really don't want to be with us, so why would we want to be with them?
But that's the historical precedent for some of that resentment that goes the other way. It is natural that darker-skinned black people would feel the resentments that some of them feel towards lighter-skinned black people 100 years ago or 150 years ago. It was the result of the fact that legally, lighter-skinned people tended to be the free people of color here in the...
It's self-hatred. I know dark-skinned motherfuckers that be like, fuck that. I'm not coming out till it's night in the summertime. Like, they seriously won't come out and I don't want to get no blacker. Are you fucking kidding me? You know what I mean? I wish I had that much melanin, motherfucker. What's wrong with you? But it's because we've been brainwashed. We've been all fucked up to think that darker is bad.
Colorism.
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 Colorism is probably how you're viewed in regards to skin tone and your race. It's being judged at first sight without actually going in depth of who the person is or who they are.
Honestly, colorism to me, well, it might as well be racism. Because it's almost as if you're being put against each other by your own people. Like, people will say, light skins can't do this, or dark skins can't do this, or brown skins are this, or dark skins are that. And it just doesn't make sense to me, because it's like, we already deal with racism. So why should we have to go through the same thing in our own community? You feel me? It's like we endure so much already, so it's like we're already alone in this society, so why do we have to go through it in our own community as well? It's stupid to me, honestly.
To me is the debate between light skin and dark skin, the different pigmentation stereotypes that we have.
Colorism to me is a division between the same race based off the pigmentation of your skin tone. I feel like it started back in the 1800s when the white man kind of separated us to be like a house nigga or a field nigga. The field nigga was more of a darker tone. The house nigga basically got to live in the house and have this good life that they thought they were having, but they were being used. The dark-skinned person was more the hard worker, the mover and the shaker, the thriving person. The light-skinned tone was more so they got it easy. They got to basically live in a house but be a servant. A lot of times the dark-skinned person was the go-to for the white man behind the scenes, where he would go fuck the dark-skinned wife and have a baby with her. That's how you have these lighter tones now because of those situations.
Have I experienced any type of colorism? I guess you can say I have. Because people have told me because I'm light skinned that I look conceited or that I look like I can be a pretty boy, but in reality, I'm not. I mean, how would they know? They don't know who I am.
I've experienced this a couple of times. Probably my first time really experiencing it was in high school when I was one of the only black people on the lacrosse team, and people just instantly thought I was like from the hood and I was ghetto and things that were very not true, and they expected me to be like bully, and they talked about me and all that, and it's like they didn't even get to know me beforehand. And it's like, even at my school is predominantly black, there was a lot of light skins, dark skins all across, but it was separated. It was like the light skins kind of in general thought of like the dark skinned people as less than and all that, but didn't get to know us. Same as us with the light skins, we thought they were like different and all that, and we didn't actually get to know them. So it was like, that's really the root of colorism. You have to get to know who the actual individual is rather than based on what they are based off of appearances.
I think that I was in a situation where colorism was a factor. I was pulled over by a police officer and I was asked to leave my vehicle, but possibly due to me being fair skinned, I think that I received treatment that would have been different if I had been of a darker pigmentation. I was let off with a warning. Instead of giving a ticket, I was speeding in a certain area where I shouldn't have been, and I feel that I was treated more fairly than somebody else that may have been, colorized, of a darker skin color would have been treated.
So colorism, I definitely experienced it working for corporate America in a Fortune 500 company. I saw someone come in that was a lighter tone than me and do less work than me and get promoted before me. And I'm putting in all these innovative ideas. I'm getting a pat on the back, like, wow, you're so good, like, wow. But then someone who didn't have any experience, didn't even experience the company, they got the job before me, being promoted to a 6-figure position.
So I decided to take on this project and to show the world that how we all see each other, but at the same time we can all experience and learn from each other, and we can make ourselves united to become better as African Americans. So I hope you enjoy this documentary, and peace and blessings. Thank you.